on notes today because I forget about this
I declare this week in the
the physician.
roll call approval proxies.
Alarape.
Present.
Archer.
Here.
Cantz.
Here.
Dumont.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Carter.
Here.
Gerke.
Here.
Keel. Leonard.
Here.
Lockwood.
Here.
McCallum.
Here.
Knight.
Here.
Nedved.
Here.
Filling.
Here.
Sequin.
Here.
Tome.
Here.
Twing.
Here.
Weed.
Here.
Winter.
Here.
We have quorum.
Great. Approval of the agenda. I sent out the agenda. We've had some changes. The main one being we're in a senator tonight, so that senior senator appointment. So that's resolution 23F003. That's the really the only change. All opposed to approving this? All in approval of approving this? Great. Approval of minutes. I hear that we had a few changes on the minutes that were sent out. The majority of them being that the club names were updated to be the correct club names. Anything else?
I also added a senator to role who was not previously there. My apologies.
That's only changes. All in agreement with approving these changes, say aye.
Aye.
Great. Okay, open for guests. We have counseling and we have an org presentation. So first we'll go with counseling. Dwayne Kavanaugh.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the few minutes. As you know, one of our goals as a counseling office is to be more active on campus. One of our events is coming up this week, and next week, which is the suicide walk. So if you were there, chocolate walk and the suicide walk, you were there last year. So we wanted to make sure you guys are aware. We would really like to see Senate be present at some point. So because I know you're really busy and you didn't get a chance to go online, I brought the sign-up sheet for you, and I will pass it around. There's only a few slots left. A couple are just at the table doing the chalk, walking around, chalking the sidewalk, and then the other, there's some other times for the walk itself. So there'll be a time when we will just walk with the banner and ask students to join us. We're hoping athletics will join in. They've got some. I'm going to get on Charlie. We've got a couple of big football players to scream loudly. So that's it. That's what I have for tonight. I will be back later to beg for money and other things later in the year. But that's what I got planned. So do you have any questions as far as the event itself? The chocolate walk, I believe this is the third year we've done this, and this will be the second year for the anti-suicide walk. So now, if you could do one other thing, we looked at the calendar. Beautiful till next Wednesday, when it's supposed to 70% chance of rain. So I will pass this around. Last year it was cold and windy. We're hoping we will avoid that. So, if you have any other questions, let me know. We appreciate everything you guys do. We're staying busy, so we appreciate it.
Do you want us to collect that and bring it to you so you don't need to?
Yeah. I'm not worried. Although that giant cloud is laying over my golf course, it's probably not going to golf tonight. Yeah, you can bring it back. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I guess that'll slowly make its way around. And then we have an org presentation. Great.
Okay, so this is for the Environmental Change and Sustainability Club because we don't have an environment club at all on campus. So I figured we needed one to help make us more environmentally friendly because we're kind of stuck at that. And we can do next slide. So I'm the president. I'm business management technology as a junior. My vice president is Ethan. He's civil engineer. He's a sophomore. My secretary is Kennedy. She's pre-med and a junior, and Anna is also a pre-med and a junior. So those are the majors. We had a lot of civil and environmental engineering, which made sense, but we had a great amount of different ones, which I was very happy about. And then it's mostly freshmen and juniors kind of in that range. And some of the events we want to do, so we want to get recycling on campus, like hard to recycle plastics, like toothpaste tubes and like wax wrappers and all those kind of things. And we wanna get a compost bin on campus so that we're not putting all of our food waste in the landfills and instead having it go to compost, we're like reusing it in a way. We are going to do monthly trash pickups, which we'll probably like make available to everyone, like around Rec City, around campus, around the highways. And then we want to educate students, because the big thing with being environmentally friendly is not a lot of people know what's going on and how they can help that. And so mostly mine, so we want to see if we can get some of the younger students to help them because it will be their world that they'll be in. And then we were hoping to do something at the Wellness Fair and during Earth Day, and then anything else we come up with, which is just all the time. That's it. Any questions?
How many people do you have?
So our email list has 60, but participating, I've had about like 20 consistently be coming to the meetings. So I would say more 20 than 60, but
Any other questions?
Yeah, I got that, Emily. Do you have a faculty staff advisor already?
yeah, Dr. Stone is our advisor.
Great. Not a question, but we're always looking for support on Arbor Day as well.
Okay.
If that fits in with your mission. The
Yeah.
Student Senate does a tree
Any
planting.
kind of big kind of those days are probably perfectly fine. It's just Earth Day is like the big one, and everything else kind of considered as it goes.
If no other questions. Thank you very much. So you guys will see a resolution next week for that, I assume. Yes, great. We don't have any unfinished business from last week. No old business. Ooh,
One more open floor guest. Everybody, this is one of my mentees, Parker. They are really interested in running for Senate, so I invited them tonight. Make them feel
Very
like
happy to
Senate's
have
cool.
okay, so no old business, but new business. We have Tau Beta Pi headshots. We've done this, I think, for 3 years or 2 years, where Tau Beta Pi has set up this headshot event, and we have paid for it, and of course, we should all attend it. So this needs to be passed today. The money is there for it. So I'll read through this and then we can see if we can get this through. Custom Lewis Resolution number 23F002, September 13th, 2023, originated by the executive branch, presented by myself. Whereas the Tau Beta Pi Honor Society plans to host a free professional headshot event open to all students, and noting the event is a service for the campus community as a whole, and noting that the photographer is charging $1,150 for 6.5 hours from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. With a 30-minute lunch break on September 19th, tentatively, but probably September 19th. And therefore, be it resolved by a majority vote of the Student Senate and a signature of the Student Association President that $1,150 be allocated in the Social Funds account for SA003 to Tau Beta Pi Honor Society. Yes.
I don't know if you need to edit it, but last year, assuming you all approve it and it goes through, we just left it in the SA003 account because as an honor society, they won't have an account.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if you need to
What
change
were
the
you-
verbiage or whatever, but we just left it and spent it out of the account last year.
What will you change? So just allocate it to the Sober Funds account? Allocate in the Sober Funds account $1,150.
Sure. Yeah, then it covers that. And then when you send it to Deb, you guys send it there, you can just have her flag that as that account.
Anybody want to request a friendly amend to get that changed?
Probably amend exactly what you said.
So the wording should be, Student Association President, that $1,150 be allocated within the SOAP Referred Funds account. That works? I think that works. Any, yeah.
Would you take Tau Beta Pi Honor Society off then? Oh, really?
I think it's good how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
just so I'm clear, this is Senate headshots as well, or is that completely different?
I think you need to sign up.
Yeah, so we just need to sign up, but in theory, we can do Senate headshots during this, and it'll be for, I guess, 7 hours, a span of 7 hours. So everybody can find a time to pop in for that. I think we can accomplish that at the same time.
So in what way is it hosted by Talbrader Pi?
They did all the legwork. Yeah.
And historically, they've just been there and we've had people in. I don't think Senate's physically been there, the past couple of years.
Do we get any advertising?
I can advertise. Yeah, I will stress that this was entirely funded for by Student Association Senate.
I would make sure that they like add it to all their marketing.
Okay.
Sponsored by,
Yeah.
or funded by students.
Any other questions, concerns?
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
All in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Alright, rules are suspended. All are okay.
Motion to vote.
Seconded by Senator Archer. Roll call vote. Alarape.
Aye.
Archer.
Aye.
Cantz.
Aye.
Dumont.
Aye.
Fernandez.
Aye.
Harder.
Aye.
Yerke.
Aye.
Keel.
Aye.
Leonard.
Aye.
Lockwood.
Aye.
McCallum.
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
Seekman.
Aye.
Tome.
Aye.
Twain.
Aye.
Weed. Weed.
Aye.
Winter.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Thank you, Liz. You forgot my name.
Is that what I missed?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
We're gonna vote yes.
How do you vote?
Yeah.
Resolution passes.
How do you see your last name?
Nedved.
Okay, just want to make sure. This is a resolution to induct our final missing piece to the puzzle. Kessler Lewis resolution number 23F003, it's 13th of September 2023, originated by myself and VP Lewis, presented by myself. Whereas a current opening for a senior class senator, and whereas the current opening exists for a senior class senator, and whereas Isaac Nedved has been found by the Senate President and Vice President to be a worthy candidate to represent the senior students at SB Mines, and therefore be resolved by a majority vote of the SA Senate and the signature of the SA President that for the 2023 to 2024 term, Isaac Nedved be affirmed to the position of senior senator. Any questions? Concerns? We want to vote on it today.
Will committee appointments happen later then, or?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Seconded by many people.
Yeah.
Alright, seconded by Senator Pilling. Alright, all in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Alright, rules are suspended. Alright, roll call vote. Alarape. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're almost there, we're almost there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Motion by Alarape, seconded by Senator Archer. Get that?
Yeah.
Now roll call vote. My apologies. Alarape.
Aye.
Archer.
Aye.
Cantz.
Aye.
Dumont.
Aye.
Fernandez. Harder.
Aye.
Yerke.
Aye.
Keel.
Aye.
Leonard.
Aye.
Lockwood.
Aye.
McCallum.
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
Filling.
Aye.
Tome.
Aye.
Twing.
Aye.
Weed.
Aye.
Winter.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
That me.
Oh.
No. I'm sorry, I'm trying to add items that you did. So, I will
Aye.
vote.
We're gonna swear you in now. You're very lucky. Please come forward. You'll get sworn in. It's really easy. Yeah. raise your right hand and repeat the following. As a member of the Student Association Senate
As a member of the Student Association Senate
of the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology,
of the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology,
I state your name,
I, Isaac Nedved,
do hereby affirm
do hereby affirm
to uphold the office of Senior Senator,
to uphold the office of Senior Senator,
to abide by the Student Association Constitution,
to abide by the Student Association Constitution,
and to represent the Student Association to the best of my ability.
and to represent the Student Association to the best of my ability.
Great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, great. Official open discussion. Is there any open discussion?
So I wanted to talk about a change in Pennington County superintendent residents who were here for their jury duty protocol. So in the past, if a student ever was summoned for jury duty, they could either try to handle it on their own or come to my office and say, hey, they want me to go jury duty, I'm a full-time student, obviously that's going to be conflict. And we would just confirm, hey, Pennington County, so-and-so is a student, can you accept them? And they would say, sure, that's fine. They've changed that protocol starting this fall. Their reasoning is because of the aftermath of COVID, a lot of people are giving medical excusals for why they cannot come. So they're saying we need more bodies to come to jury duty. So they're no longer allowing students to be exempt. So I want to bring that to your attention. Obviously that could be problematic. It's probably rare that this would happen. That any student who has Pennington County as a permanent address would be summoned and then would actually be accepted into a jury. But if it does happen, that's going to be really problematic, right? Where you're trying to, you could potentially miss class for 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe even more. So don't know if this is a good thing for Governmental Relations Committee to maybe talk about as a group. Hey, do we want to go to the county commissioners and try to argue this or at least advocate?
Yeah, I think that we should go ahead and start focusing on that. I'll get some.
So maybe Senator Archer, I can just visit quickly and then I'll give you all the information I have. Okay.
Anything else from the group? Okay, great. On our end, I think that one survey should be enough information to fill out the rest of these committees. It seems like nobody is really interested in environmental health and safety very much, which is kind of sad. It's really important for our safety. But regardless, we'll have all those filled out probably by the end of the meeting, if we're being honest. So the people who haven't filled it out want to just hop on there and tap away. It would be great. As well, we have a GAF Act thing that got sent out. We previously discussed GAF Act, but that was just in passing. Is anybody here really interested in GAF Act? You guys are going to have to compete in your mini short answers in the survey. I apologize. I think that's all we have for open discussion. Okay, let's move on to CFO report.
Happy homecoming week. I guess my report was mostly, if you're interested in GAF Act, fill out that form. So, end of report.
Any questions? BP report?
Thank you all for passing that Elevate Pi photo shoot agenda resolution. So we'll go ahead and get that rolling. And the photographer said that they will be available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 19th next week. So those will be the hours for that. So in other news, Sam Corey and I had a meeting yesterday with Brian. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Brian is our graphic designer who's been heading the rebranding efforts on campus, and we made sure that Brian was still open and available to help out with rebranding. He was very enthusiastic about it, and we were able to reopen the rebranding email and see that there are still many orgs that are looking for rebranding efforts from logos to just needing new stickers or a tablecloth. So we'll be continuing to work on rebranding, and we'll be setting up an ad hoc for that. So I was curious by a show of hands who on here might be interested in helping out with the rebranding ad hoc for this semester only. This one won't be here in the spring, if anyone at all.
If you know where.
Cool. Alright, so Senator Allrock and Senator Knight. So, President Kessinger is going to be heading the rebranding effort, but I'll be helping out with it when I can. So,
any other questions? None. Okay, as far as President's report goes, we have the WISE Hay Camp Brewery meet and greet on September 25th, 2023. Everybody in Senate has been invited. That email, however, was sent prior to our newest Senate edition, and I'm not actually, I think everybody else is on this email chain. But we'll get you the email so you can make a decision whether or not to RSVP that. But it's 25th September, 6 p.m. It's a meet and greet with representatives of companies that are going to attend the career fair. So I think it's fun. It's a great way to meet companies in a social setting that isn't as stuffy as the career fair.
It's a dinner, I believe, as well.
Yeah, and even if you're not going to the career fair, which you all should be, this is kind of almost a more fun career fair. That's all I have. Any questions?
What's the dress code?
Ooh. Yeah. I can answer.
It is business casual. It's just drinks and food. So.
I don't see that anywhere, but it makes sense.
This is an event that's been going on.
No, it does say it's business casual dress.
This is an event that's been going on for a couple of years now, and now they've expanded it outside of.
Yeah.
They've expanded it to include WISE and Senate, so it's at Hay Camp, and you're able to go, and it's light orders and drinks. So I highly encourage going. It's a good time.
Great fun. Okay, that's all I have. International report. Veterans report.
No report.
Graduate report.
I think they're still looking for a writer.
They have
An editor, so.
If any of you guys know a graduate student who can write well, tell me to go there. Non-trad report.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we will be able to do anything about this, but I think being aware of it and maybe spreading it, because I had a meeting with financial aid, and I learned that non-trads are not eligible for any of the merit-based scholarships.
Yeah.
And I looked on the non-trad page on the Mines website and the scholarship requirements page, and there's nothing on there that said like, don't apply if you're non-trad. So I'm not sure. I'm sure that's probably like a Board of Regents thing, and I don't know if we can do anything about it, but I think non-trad should be aware of that and not like find out from a meeting at financial aid.
To add to that, I was a transfer student, so I transferred here, and I was under the assumption that there would be financial aid as a transfer student. There was not for me. I didn't have any merit-based financial aid, so that might be a broader issue, not only non-trad.
There's not at all.
Yeah, 0.
Wow.
I should have just come here to start out. They're awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do anything, but
We should at least have it. People should be aware, right?
yeah. And I don't know for like transfers if there's info like, hey, you can probably go back to the page and check. If you're a transfer, don't assume that these are for you.
Yeah. Any questions? Okay, committee reports, Constitution first.
Yeah, so this week we're able to create a new Constitution template, which is really helpful in getting 3 of the organizations started. We have one more. They seem to think their Constitution is sufficient, so we'll have to be talking to them about that. waiting on the 3 others to bring in their final drafts, which we will approve pretty soon. So you'll be seeing some resolutions pretty soon. While reviewing our core documents for Senate and for guidelines for the organizations, we found quite a few discrepancies. The handbook conflicts with the guidelines, conflicting with Constitution, bylaws, and also what's showing on Rockford Central. So we'll be looking at some changes to the handbook and the guidelines, and then probably next semester to Constitution and bylaws. Another thing we looked at was activity reports, which theoretically should occur within the second week of October. But apparently that hasn't been happening like it should be, so that's something that we'll probably discuss tomorrow at e-board.
Any questions? Great. PR?
Big thank you to my committee for helping me with the pigskin problem. We are like 99.9% done, so that will be happening this weekend. So participate, it'll be a lot of fun. I am looking for people who would like to sit at the table for part or all of the first half to hand out the problems, because we'll have them printed out on paper to give people so they can fill it out. So if you are interested in that, volunteer hours, helping out Senate, let me know. And yeah, we're just keeping on tracking on. We'll get social media in order. We are getting freshman election stuff posted and getting that all out, and working with GR on that, and yeah.
Any questions? Okay. GR?
Yeah, so, like I said, we're getting, all that information out for, freshman elections, just put on posters the other day. We have one person so far who's, submitted their petition, so that's good. But yeah, nothing else, just kind of waiting on that, getting the petitions in, and then also, yeah, we're gonna work on that jury duty thing. And yeah, that's about all I have.
No questions? Essay?
So we're gonna do a Spirit Friday, not this Friday obviously, but next Friday. Just the first one, and then also promote freshman elections. Does anyone know where how we get the prizes for that? Because I don't know if we have anything.
I'm pretty sure we're out. Because
Yeah.
what I remember last year is we had those old t-shirts that we had to get rid of before we could order stuff, and we just got rid of the last one at the org fair.
We got rid of them during Spirit Friday last year. What Eliza was trying to communicate is, we don't know where the tablecloth is for the table, and do we have anything to give away, or will we have to dip into our budget to kind of make that one up?
Correct. Since I told Eliza to cross some fingers and everything goes well, we'll be able to open boxes on Monday. But it should be drifted to the office Monday. So we should be able to find the cloth. You all just have to figure out if you've got money somewhere.
Okay.
Or you could always come here for our t-shirts, or we've got money of those.
Okay.
I'll send a sign-up sheet around next week. It'll be out in the quad on Friday. I have a bunch of the weather, so hopefully that's in the report.
Any questions? Okay, ad hocs. These are the ad hocs that we have entirely full as of today. Commencement, EHS, thank you. Really need it. Housing, parking appeals, safety and security, and then I think we're almost full on, we probably will be full of rebranding, or we have enough for rebranding. So that leaves food service. I don't know if anybody actually said they were interested in that. Survec, very few people said they were interested in that. And I think wellness needs another one. So I'm going to go now into the third option of what you guys all put, and probably fill out the third option for all these. And then I'll send it out today, and if you have any huge issues, email me, but I think it will probably be fine. Yeah. that's that. Any upcoming Senate business that we should know about? Is that all I have? Okay, great. Any announcements?
Coach for football. This should be a turnaround game. We lost last game. Mentality change. Huge different practices than we had last week. Trust me on that. So yeah, come watch us. I hope it's gonna be a good game.
That's good to hear. That's great to hear. Any other announcements?
Show up to Whitewash on Friday.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
2 o'clock. Picnics at noon. Whitewash at 2.
Maybe carpool because parking's hard.
Go vote for homecoming royalty. Myself, former Senator Russ, and former Senator Ellis are all up for it. So go represent Senate on there somewhere.
Is that a violation of the Hatch Act? No, I don't think it is. No, I don't know if we have any control over that.
Keep up the good work, guys. Have your 3 days till Christmas.
Anything else? Okay, all in favor of no. Motion to adjourn. Oh, motion. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All